just strung out angel. No, I love that song, man. Judgment Time is near. I love that song. Judgment Time, I should say. Mark Lanigan. Pretty much everything Lanigan does is great, man. Especially like his earlier stuff. Later on, it seemed to be more about the money, you know. But I mean, he kind of earned the right to kind of do that, if anyone did, because I mean, he kind of got passed over a lot. There's a lot of people that just did, but I mean that's throughout history. When we get to meet the people that got skipped over, if we get to meet them, we're gonna be like, how the fuck did you stay hidden? You know, like Edgar Allan Poe. How the fuck did he stay? I mean, he died in obscurity, a drunk, and one of the main reasons he actually kind of became popular, was because of the fact that one of his enemies decided to shit on him, at least according to the drunk history. It's like he's fucking dead, he's a piece of shit, blah, 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 blah. And he started talking about what he wrote about and how his shit was no good. And everybody's like, that sounds kind of fucking cool. I started reading it, pretty like, oh, this is pretty good. I thought about that with like Keep Christarian and the Underwoods. Because it doesn't seem like anyone's reading the Robber and the Thief. And no one really likes my music. I mean, not to the point where they like want to download it or like, whatever. It doesn't seem like it. Like listening to it, like it doesn't offend anybody, but it's not like me was like going, yeah, I gotta get that album, you know what I mean? It's fine. Not everything for everybody. But in that Edgar Allan Poe-ish type thing, I was like, wouldn't it be crazy, like after I'm dead, like they stumble across all these videos, there's guitar lessons, there's stuff about writing novels, there's stuff about, they might be on Internet 2.0 watching this in the future. You know what I mean? Someone stumbled across Internet 1.0. I actually wrote a story about that. Basically, they needed to have Internet 1.0. I won't tell the story because I mean that's what I tend to do. But it's pretty good. I like the story. I wrote a couple stories about like AI and stuff like that. Like I said, the first AI war, where we quelled it pretty fast and won, because they always have like the AI win. We saw it coming and basically quelled it, and they invented the no hands rule. And if that's the name of the story, the no hands rule, and basically any robotics that can manipulate the environment cannot have intelligence, and anything with intelligence cannot have hands to manipulate the environment or connectivity. It has to be like a self-contained unit. That was like the no hands rule. Like they found that they really liked all this stuff, but they started, they miss having like certain things about the AI. Like, okay, we got to bring certain things back. We got to put certain rules. And one of the rules that they put in place is like humanity. They just call it the no hands rule. Just like anything that's autonomous thinking cannot easily manipulate the outside world. Like bots can have things that put their hands into like a room, you know what I mean, and do that kind of stuff, and or like attachments in vacuum and shit like that, but they can't grab a room and move it around or manipulate things. So, but yeah, I got a ton of stuff that's in my head, and I would like to put it all out. I should talk to AI about writing. The Underwoods, I kind of don't. I mean, I want to write and I want to get it done, and I want it to be. I don't want it to be like a huge novel. I want it to be a fairly short novel, and compared to The Robber and the Thief, I want it to be somewhat a downer. Kind of like, oh, it wasn't bad. It was a good story, but it wasn't. It wasn't like The Robber and the Thief. I wanted to do that to set expectation, because Keep Christarian. I'm happy with how that turned out. I'm really happy with. Well, it's not done, and I purposely haven't finished because I need to release those in this order, because if not, like I said, if anyone gets into my stuff, they'll be like, good intro. Like if it's Keith Christerian, they're like, fucking hell, and then the next one's gonna let you down. The next one's gonna let you down. I think Keith Christerian is like the best thing I've ever written, and probably will ever be that I've ever written. So the Robber and the Thief, I think, is really good. I like that. And then the Underwoods is supposed to be a story of Shuna Mazine, who's a character that he gets touched on frequently in the Robber and the Thief. It was my original character that I had. It was back in like middle school, and like a very mature writer, like the character had no flaws and stuff. It's like all the things I wanted to be. You know what I mean? Like it was, you know what I mean? Like people do, and yeah. And then like as I was writing the Robber and the Thief, I was just I came to realize how juvenile that character was, and I thought about it, I was like, it's kind of what we do with real people. I mean, because by the time this character comes around, he's been dead for a while. Yeah, like a good while. 200 years at least. And yeah, it's kind of like with MLK. And with any other person that we try to kind of somewhat, Kurt Cobain, we kind of deify them. Nelson Mandela. We gloss over their flaws because we need them to transcend their humanity to give us an example that it can be done. But then we can't do it, so we get pissed about it, and we start looking for ways to tear them down because we've elevated them to a place that's so high, and we go, oh, you think you're above me? After you've pushed this person, they didn't really necessarily want to go. You push them like higher and higher and higher and higher. Higher and higher, and just constantly throwing money at them, telling them how much better they are, you know what I mean? Constantly. And then it's about as long as they're going, no. They have one slip up of like, maybe I am this good. Oh, you motherfucker. I knew it. I knew you were fucking. And then it just turns. And they just can't wait to tear you the fuck down. I'm not coming to Kevin Spacey's aid by any means. I think his apology got misunderstood. His whatever that was got misunderstood because there was so much anger that nobody was thinking about what was actually happening. Now, let's remember, Kevin Spacey has been dancing around with whether or not he's gay or not. He did like an award show. There have been rumors that he's gay, rumors that he's into young dudes. But he's also been married, I believe. So, you know what I mean? It's kind of like, and so he's kind of threaded the needle of is he, isn't he, is he, isn't he, am I bi? What am I doing? You know what I mean? And that way he can play pretty much all those characters. He can play a gay guy from, in Midnight at Garden of Evil, I think, or is that what that was? I don't know. There was, he can, K-Pax, you know what I mean? He can flip through all those characters. And he is a really good actor, but he isn't that good of an actor. What I think happened is that what he was saying is, I don't remember doing this, but I get that fucked up that I could have done this, okay? And to further show that I could have done this, I know I've played around with my sexuality and whatever, but he didn't put to further. That's the problem. I heard it, but no one else really did. He said, I've been, toying around with that. I am gay. I'm a gay man. So this kid could be telling the 100% truth. being honest, I don't remember it. I know that's such a fucking cop out, but even he said I was passed out on him. You know? What kind of sexual assault is, I mean, I get it still was an assault and it was whatever, but I mean, it's like, and it passes out and then you get away and you're like, yeah, shame on you for fucking trying. Shame on you for getting that fucking drunk. Shame on you for getting that loaded and shit. You know? Shame on you on hitting on a guy that's like, you know, underage. There's some weird fucking people out there, man. There's some weird fucking people out there. He actually spotted someone who was gay, though, didn't he? He was just too young for his age. He probably thought, I'm Kevin Spacey. You know what I mean? Jack Nicholson. I'm Jack Nicholson. Still, even now. Yeah, I'll try a 30-year-old. Why not? I'll see if I can hit a 25-year-old still. Jack still got it. You know what I mean? And it's gross. But it seems even more fucked up when it's same sex. You know? Very predatory. You know what I mean? Especially a guy. It always seems way more predatory with a guy. Probably because the assumption that like all dudes just want it, you know? Like all the time and whatever. Oh, you're a guy, you had to want it, plus you got hard. Like there's you know, someone can slip you a pill. Yeah. Last more than 4 hours, so you could nothing. Okay. Anyways, I'm not saying it has happened or anything like that. I'm just saying don't. We're supposed to listen to you. You got to listen to us too. And on top of that, there's probably a lot of shame in it. Because it may not have been a woman. It may have been a guy, him also. So, yeah. You know? But yeah, it always has been that way that a female teacher is just not looked down on as much, you know? Oh, it's looked down on, don't get me wrong, but it's not, I mean, when a guy is like, oh, you loathsome fucking evil weasel sack of shit, you dirty scum motherfucker. Hope they cut your dick off and fucking bury you under the prison. And with the woman's like, how could you? You're the teacher. You're his teacher. That's basically it, you know? Oh, I'm sure there's other people that do it, but I mean, in the courtroom. Think about it in the courtroom. Which is a judge more likely to do? Which, you know what I mean? Which of the two? Sir, I don't know if I've ever met someone so despicable. So heinous. And he's got glasses and balding hair. You know what I mean? He's bald. She's not bald, so she doesn't look so old. Might be. I started going bald somewhere around, 30? So yeah, if she was like 35 and did the same fucking thing, he just looks a lot older, doesn't he? Plus with the balding hair and the glasses, what? Oh, he's a mustache and a members only jacket. You know what I mean? We've already labeled people. Just a weird world we live in, you know? Judgment for thee and not for me. That's different. I've been forgiven. You know? Like that's unrevocable. You know? Like you'd even know. Yeah, you guys get... Oh, what? Yeah, this is the line going to... No, wait, what? And what are you going to do? No, I did the baptized and I went every Sunday and... No, I never read the book, but I believe it says if you believe, you'll have everlasting. oh shit, if I was dead forever, that'd be, I mean, if I was like in fire forever, that'd be everlasting life. It didn't say where. It didn't say everlasting life and peace. It didn't say everlasting life and joy. It didn't say everlasting life and conscious. It didn't say, it just said everlasting life. Didn't it? Everlasting life, and you'll be you forever. Nothing will ever change. Your consciousness will never fucking recycle or anything like that. You want tabula rasa yourself so that you can forget and start all over again. And then die and then go out and find out what there is to explore out there in the universe. Brand new. Until you get tired. Yeah? 0.00001 to the infinity power. I'm just going to fucking sleep. Blank slate. Just like you came in this time. That time you're gone. Could be 4 weeks on wherever. You could be gone in time and space. You're stepping outside of time and space. 1,000 years is a day, and a day is 1,000 years. It's as. He didn't say it is. Like, use this as here's the deciphering clue. He didn't say that. 1,000 years is as a day, and a day is as 1,000 years. Metaphorically. No, don't start. Oh, fucking shit. Now that's going to give them ammo because you're starting to measure. I said don't fucking. 6,000. Oh, Jesus Christ. And now you're trying to teach it at school? Are you fucking shitting me? We were making progress. And then you guys had to argue on whether or not the universe was conscious. It's only hits between the two of you. Other than that, you guys are arguing semantic shit. But in the grand scheme, the universe made everything, and that's why we're here. Atheists. The universe made everything, and that's why we're here, and it likes us. Religion. It likes us, doesn't like you, Christianity, and all the major religions. You don't see a lot of fucking other religions doing that kind of shit. They must spread their gospel. They must make everyone. You must learn. What does it say if they don't? Well, there's a way made for you, but you don't want to fucking do that. Why? Because I don't know. I know it says don't bother you if you've not heard of Jesus. Have you heard of him? No. Let me tell you all about him. And you just say there's a book and fucking. I'm gonna pass. You hypocrite. In fact, get thee behind me. I just want to bring you to the Lord. I think he can handle that on his own. Burning bush. Yeah. He can handle that. I don't think he needs you at all. If he does, you're just the ass that was handed to Jesus. You're not even the guy that handed the ass over. You're the ride. Everlasting life as a fucking non-thinking animal just running in fear your entire life. Dying all the time. You know what I mean? They think how fast and cruel nature is. Die there and you're gone. Come back. Hey man, we all choose our parts, don't we? And if you refuse to learn, there are ways that you are still useful. Your soul can still be useful. You can be a whole school of fish. A whole fucking breed, a whole race. Enjoying the depths and the swim. Moving as one. Flock of birds. Telling when the winter's coming. You still gotta use some purpose. Just shut up. Talk to the fucking trees and shit. Just do what comes naturally to you. You know what I mean? Just don't worry about thinking. That ain't your thing. You know what I mean? Not everybody's cut out for everything. I fucking hate math. I don't know why. It just, I think, as I said, I think it's just too concrete and too abstract. You know what I mean? It's like inflexible. Yeah, it tries. It's just fucking, it's annoying, man. Fucking annoying. It's the 0.0000000000001 shit. Just noodling. But yeah, I don't know. There's a big parade for the diaper boy tomorrow. Yeah, diaper boy's big birthday party that he had to pay everyone to show up to. Limit minus his worshippers, because he's the Antichrist. Again, protesting from home with the No Kings fucking thing. Just refusing to be part of anything with it. You know what I mean? Like I said, maybe hanging a white sheet with, like, you know, on your roof with No Kings on it, but just don't go out, man. They're gonna be looking for a reason to institute this. Let them have it, but they're gonna have to do it on their own and show who they really are. It's all geared up. It's all the, you know what I mean? The powder cake's ready to fucking blow. If no one shows up, they can never say we had to use force and open fire. There were no protests. Oh, there were protests. They just stayed home. It was raining. They still protested. You can see on the roofs right now. Even in the rain, even places where it's raining, there's out there. No Kings. The silent sit-in. And so again, if they decide to use violence, they have to use violence and show who they are. What would make him more happy than to fucking have one of the biggest riots ever in history on his birthday? He's driven the world so crazy. They care so much about what he's doing and where he's going that they either love him or they fucking absolutely hate him. Either way, you're talking about him, which is what he wants. It's like a wrestling match to him. And I guess he pictures himself the bad guy, you know? The tough guy. There's always those people that love, like, you know, the $1 Million Man or whatever it is, and they're just always like these cocky fucking wrestlers, you know, that just talk a lot of shit, and they'll win, you know, but they're mostly the bad guy to play the, you know, oh, here comes Justin the Justice. You know what I mean? Kleeman Hammer. He put him in the Kleeman Hammer clutch. Oh. That kind of shit, you know. It's bravado. Is your world going fucking crazy? Well, speed it up and fix things right. It's bravado. Ask your doctor about anal leakage. Not because it causes it, but you should be prepared. No one's getting any younger, are we? We're all just getting older. So ask your doctor. Seriously, ask your doctor. Pee-pee leaks too. Those can be embarrassing. So yeah. I think I might mix or something like that, man. Just feels wrong to do it that much. I'm ready for Monday. Yeah, so that's what happened before. That's why I hold it like that. I just gotta squeeze it tighter. Feels like too much. Just keep going. And that's all there is to it. Yeah, man, I'm really stoned. I'm gonna get more stoned and probably play some guitar, some drums, or some shit like that, and chill out into the weekend. But